starting. We live. Yeah, well, how are you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling all right, brother. Man, I'm got some items, man. I'm gonna go and pass out to some people. Then I'm gonna head on about my business. But I'm feeling all right, brother. Man, it's all good. I ain't complaining.
That's good. That's good to see. I see you out there in the battlefield, taking care of the homeless and being a part of the community.
Most definite. I mean, that's what my heart is. I love teaching. I love educating. I love doing things that, you know, are definitely for the uplifting of the people. But my heart and my desire is actually helping others that are in need because my background has been one where I've been in a lot of compromising situations to where I didn't have anything. Like being in prison, not having anything.
Also, I'm kind of busy right now.
Just being in all type of being in all type of situations to where I was struggling. So, I feel like now, since, I'm in a situation to where I can help, that I need to go ahead and just, return the favor. So, and it's just something that brings me joy, just helping others. That's all that is. So that's what I just love to do.
Well, yeah, that's a good thing right there, boy. I seen you out there in the Charlotte, Carolina, North Carolina riot. What's going
Right.
on with that? I know it was, another death, that we see every day on the news, on Facebook, the news or whatever, any kind of social media sites that they have to show the genocide or the death of a black man or black woman. But this one was kind of personal because it was close to your home, wasn't it?
Yes, most definitely. I mean, it was close to home. I have family that stays in Charlotte. And also the victim, Keith Scott, he was born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina. And, what really makes it frustrating is that, when we have these police shootings, it's like they just have a free pass to do whatever it is that they feel like and get away with it. Um, so it's just another incident of, that happened, no police accountability. It just happened that, the police chief in Charlotte, Chief Putney, he was very arrogant and very hesitant to release the video of the Keith Scott shooting. Everybody knew it was kind of something fishy, and he basically was using the rhetoric like, we got to wait on the investigation and, a lot of the shenanigans that police departments always pull because you really have nobody to hold them accountable. And it just was a situation to where, again, young black men and women are outside having to look at a dead body on the ground and they're frustrated and, they lash out in anger because they see this scene playing over and over again. So as with anything, the young people start rising up. They're frustrated. So I happen to see my little brother on the front line. And, my little brother, man, he's probably the hottest DJ in Charlotte. Man, he's definitely the heart of the streets in Charlotte, North Carolina, man. My little brother, DJ Chuck T. So, I saw him out there on the front lines, and I saw baby bro, so I had to go, and so when we went, because I've had a lot of experience, in understanding how direct the energy of the people, I understood, that we should not loot any black-owned businesses. I was very proud to say that no black-owned business owner stood up and said that my business was looted, robbed, burned, pillaged, whatever. We had no black-owned businesses that were burned. We made sure that that was one of the focal points of, our message that night. We also wanted to make sure that we didn't allow a lot of the, all lives matter, Black Lives Matter rhetoric. We wanted to keep the focus on helping the family to get the videotape release of the shooting. That was our goal. So we don't want to just get out there and, just say Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, walking around holding hands. We wanted to make sure that the objective was in front of the face of the camera, and we wanted to let the police chief know that if he did not release the videotape of the shooting, that there would be more consequences. And if you notice, the next day, well, the day after, the police chief decided to release the video of the shooting, and now, the family of Keith Scott and the attorneys are now, going in, digging deep that footage that's been released to the public. So, I got a chance to meet with Keith Scott's older brother, Dwayne, who stays in Charleston. We did a video last week sometime, and it's on my Facebook page. But, he's very upset. He's very happy that we decided to, get in and help aid and assist. If you notice, his wife was on CNN today. Keith Scott, his wife, was on CNN today repping the red, black, and green. So I don't know how many of y'all saw that interview, but we definitely had a positive influence and impact on the family, and we have given them that desire to continue to fight.
Man, that's kind of deep to see, the impact that this movement is having on other people. Even though it's at tragic times, like people
Right.
losing loved ones and stuff like that, to become, aware of this flag that's, standing behind me, to let them know that we have our own, we can have our own nation, we can have our own sovereignty, we can be nationalists, we need to be about self.
Right.
And so, the work that you're doing out there with the people is very inspirational because it shows people that, through social media, that we can, reach out and stuff in what you're doing out there for the
Most,
people.
most definite. Most definite.
So what do you think about when you see another dead brother and another sister on social media?
You said I couldn't hear the question. What did you say again?
I said, what do you think about seeing another dead brother or sister on social media every day?
It's really disturbing, and it's very disturbing because of the police force. They are supposed to serve and protect our communities. They are actually hired to so-called keep our people safe and to help create an environment that is going to allow society to function in a peaceful manner. They're supposed to resolve conflict. They're supposed to maintain order. So anytime you have a police force that is acting in a manner as terrorists and you see them killing people and they're constantly and incessantly getting off with little or no accountability and also little or no transparency, it's very frustrating that, we have to see this every day. And what really makes it frustrating is that are being murdered, they're unarmed. It's just situations to where it could clearly be prevented. It doesn't have to happen, but you're seeing it happen so much. And it's kind of like scary because our children are going to be growing up in this type of environment. And the more and more we see it, and the more and more it's caught on video, the more and more it gets disturbing. So, that's really what, makes me want to continue the fight, to make sure that we stand up, when this type of stuff happens. I understand people don't like the protest. I understand that people don't like the rally. But however, you have 500 and 600 young people out in the streets who think differently than we do. That doesn't mean that I'm going to leave them out there. I'm going to go and assist them, and I'm going to go talk to them, and I'm going to go try to give them guidance in the midst of all that turmoil. So, I'm not going to leave them out there. My thing is, go out there, talk to them, assist them, and try to give them some sort of long-term solution and build some sort of camaraderie with them, because these are the hearts of the streets. And a lot of these young people, they don't have knowledge of self. They don't know about Pan-Africanism. They don't know about anything but gang banging, getting rich, or die trying. But if we can take that heart and that passion and that desire that they have, we can really kind of like build an army in the streets. So that's kind of like my take on that position there.
Yeah, when I see you out there in the Charlotte riots, the unrest or whatever the white folks, whatever the crackers call it, I just call it, man, waking up being aware of what's going on. Even though one day we want to get past that marching and protesting, but as of right now, we just showing forms of unity.
Most definitely.
But I wanted to ask you another question. When I see you out there in the Charlotte protest, the unrest, I seen that you had took a little backlash from people like what's his name? Nasheed, the Nasheed dude, Tyree Nasheed.
Man, I know it's. I mean, it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of disappointing when we're fighting for our people, and we're trying to really help and assist our people in accomplishing something. It really gets disappointing when you have you know okay when you have other blacks who unnecessarily attack what you're doing, right? Because I mean, we can disagree on many things. Like you and I, we've disagreed, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna like fully like go on a full-fledged assault on you when I know that you're doing something that's gonna benefit the community. And I think we really have to pick and choose our battles carefully and wisely, um, because we don't want to end up saying things or doing things that are helping the enemy during a time to when we should be showing solidarity. So I know the brother and I have had our disagreements, and we probably will continue to, but overall we have to be wise in picking and choosing our battles. Like, I mean, it's just unnecessary a lot of times, the things that we do. We should really be backing each other, and and if you don't have anything good to say, just don't say it. But we have to be wise in our dealings and learning when to speak up, when not to speak up, kind of like we got to like have some sort of wisdom. But I mean, it's almost depressing sometimes that we do this stuff for free, right? What you're doing now, you do this for free. I'm doing what I'm doing for free. A lot of us, we out here risking our lives for free. So to constantly be attacked, by other black people, it almost asks you to question yourself on whether or not is it really worth it, right? Because if I'm out here putting my life on the line for free, I mean, I make good money doing what I do. I don't need to be out on the street. So I'm doing this stuff for free. So when you have people who are antagonizing you and just like making video after video, and you sit back and you ask yourself, is this really worth what I'm doing? Because I could log out and continue to make money. Like I said, my brother has built a 6-figure company in Charlotte. We work together. So it's like, really, do I really need to do this? But at the end of the day, I always tell myself yes, because it's what I love to do.
Okay, that's deep right there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know what was the reason why did you two brothers fell out?
Well, I mean, there was a big misunderstanding. Well, it really wasn't a misunderstanding. Uh, the sister kind of like, him and the sister was, hold on, riding past these police. Him and the sister kind of fell out, and
What's
they
this
had a little.
about?
Oh, him and the sister so loved. They had a little argument. It all boils down to the use of the word agent. The sister was down here during the Dylan Roof trial. She was, giving her heart and soul out to what she was doing. That's how she expressed herself. That's how she wanted to fight for her people. That was how she can contribute to the cause. She was doing it for free. She wanted to, wake her people up. That is how she felt was the best way to express herself. Unfortunately, he disagreed. So, here we have the same old thing again. Now, all of a sudden, you're an agent. The sister was upset because, he utilized the term agent and, talked about her being an agent, which, I mean, nowadays, you really got to kind of like look at it and laugh. But, he just called her agent. And, basically, when he came to the city, she said, I want to confront him. I want to understand why you're calling me an agent. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. How is it that you're going to make this 2 hour long, videotape about me or this show, do this show about me and call me an agent? So that's kind of like where it started. So, you know,
Yeah,
but yeah, we see
go
this
ahead.
theme. I say, yeah, we see this theme played out over and over again, with the loose terminology of the word agent and, its harmful effects. We have to really, a lot of times it amounts to just nothing but pure slander. And then it seems like we don't even understand fundamentally what the goal of an agent is. Like, if you really look at history and you look at all of the agents in history, the agents have been one that have gone into organizations and, you know, tried to push off illegal weapons. They've been behind the scenes and trying to trump up indictments and get leaders locked up. You had the incident in Ferguson where, they went after the new Black Panther Party, the agents, trying to push, they were trying to sell illegal guns. Like, agents, when they come, just like with Marcus Garvey, what the agents do to him, they, got in his organization and tried to get him, or got him locked up, on federal charges for, tax evasion and things like that. So, when you look at what an agent really is and what an agent has been throughout history, it kind of really, from a historical perspective, like it's like we're not studying history and what agents really function for. I mean, agents have, laid low and they've, put one person against each other, whispering, giving false information about each other to one another, and they've done it, secretly. So I think we need to revisit a lot of times what an agent really is before we just start utilizing that term so loosely.
Shay, I occur. Hey, I wanted to ask you, wanted to know, I know that you and Sister Soul Love got together doing that, I think it was 2014, maybe 15, when y'all had a the clan. And
The
I
the
know
what?
that the incident y'all had that when the clan in Charlotte, not in Charlotte, but
Oh,
in South Carolina.
yeah, with the clan, yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's when you and Sister Soul Love came in contact and built a bond, right?
Well, no, it was before that. It was with Dylan Roof. I mean, the incident with Dylan Roof in South Carolina. That was almost before the Klan rally. That was right before the Klan rally.
Oh, okay, okay. So are y'all still working together?
No, I mean, no, I mean, I don't speak with her, but I'm gonna tell you like this. No matter how much I have ever disagreed with her, that sister got some heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's you. We have to understand, separate our differences as far as strategy and as far as ideology is concerned. And you have to really start looking at what type of heart that a person has and are they really sincere in what they do. So I could disagree all day and we can argue and fuss. However, at the end of the day, I would go in the battlefield with a sister like her who I know, yeah, you might call her, loud and this and that, but listen, I'm gonna tell you like that. I would go in the battlefield with a sister like her than a lot of these Negroes out here nowadays. So I mean, she gonna stand up. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you like it or not, you might not agree with what she say. She might rub you the wrong way, but at the end of the day, she gonna go hard.
Right. I seen seen that you hit in on Don Lemon.
Yeah, she gonna go now. She gonna go. She gonna go. Most definite.
Right. It take a strong person to get up there and really speak, like that in front of the oppressors, because that's just the families. Them crackers playing around, that was
Most definite.
So I wanted to ask you what you think about the mass incarceration going on in this country.
Hold on. What you got? You need some pants?
No, actually, ago. I said, I gotta go to jail. Same size, 300.
Okay, I got some.
No,
pants.
back on me. Don't touch
Okay,
me.
I got some pants. I don't have them on me
wait,
now.
check this out.
Huh?
You show me that pillow?
Hold on, I got you. Let me What's up, Queen?
I'm not the church.
I got. Who I wanted the blanket?
Oh, ready?
Who? No, she need a pillow.
Yeah.
My bad, BK man. I was out here trying to give this stuff. Some of these people sleeping on the bench. You know them boys be sleeping outside.
Right. That's good right there for the people to see that
Yeah,
you
just a
out
little
there.
roll. Peace, Queen. What's going on?
I got a message for you.
What kind of message you got for me?
News for you.
What's up? Some good news?
Yeah.
What you got?
Boost your income. Boost your spirit.
Okay, how you gonna do that? Hold on, BK. Let me get this stuff out real quick. Okay. Yeah, I got a pillow just for you. I told you I was gonna bring your pillow back. I'm gonna give you. Oh, I got two pillows. I got enough pillows for all of y'all. I got this. This is a good one. Here, you want a pillow too? There you go. Hold on. This a blanket.
That's why I need
I got a good pillow. Uh-huh.
And fed us, he looked at Army guy, I don't know he
Okay.
came by here last week, he only come here as a pizza. He said, when's the best time to come and feed us, right? And he said we was going.
Yeah, I got another pillow.
Hold
on. Here, this I got. This is your pillow right here. Yeah, you got this pillow right here, family. You need a blanket too? Hold on.
Yeah, you understand her?
Yeah, y'all need this. Y'all might need this for y'all hand too now. It's rubbing alcohol.
Oh, yeah, I need
I know what that's from.
Yeah, there you go. It's three of them.
I need one.
You need one. Here you go.
No, you get one, I get one.
I need bite.
That's second, she might bite me. I gotta use that on her.
Hold on, there you go. Yeah, y'all just open that and split that. Hold, I'm gonna get your blanket. Make sure y'all get it. Make sure you get it. Let me get your pillow. Hold on. A pillow? Yeah, I think I got one. I think I got another pillow. Hold on. Oh, this is a blanket in here. You can have this.
You got another blanket?
Another. I got to give one to him. A blanket.
You want it? You have it.
Hold on,
BK. You good? You good? I'm good.
You good?
Bring me one back.
I'll bring you one back.
You only know good people. You go ahead, that.
I'll bring your blanket back. Oh, here goes a blanket right here.
Oh,
hold on. Oh, that came out. Hold on, this brother right here need a blanket.
I need a blanket.
Hold on, no, he need a blanket.
You got one.
You got one.
I got a pillow.
You got a pillow and a blanket. I ain't got nothing on me. You straight? Yeah, I got. You might have to. This is like a roll up. Yeah. See, this ain't a pillow though. Hold on. I think. Oh, bam! I got one more pillow right here. Damn. There you go. Bam. Huh? What's this right here?
Yeah.
That's a sleeping bag. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sleeping bag.
Yeah.
That's a sleeping bag.
That's all I need.
That's good. All right. Here, I got these hats. You need a hat? There you go. There go a hat. You might you getting cold out here. Hold on. Another hat?
I got a
big head. Hey, you can take this. This one of them real hats right here.
She big, man. Come on now.
I ain't got no more hats. I think I ain't got no more on me. Hold on, I might have. Bam! I got another hat right here. That's yours right here. All right, y'all good? Yes, sir. I'm gonna bring your pants back. Pants and shoes. What size shoe you wear?
What size shoe you wear?
I wear a size 14.
No. 7.5.
Huh?
7.5.
You need a 13? I can get you pants 52. That's what I wear.
No, I got same pants.
Matter of fact, I got a pair of brand new pants right here. I got for you.
How much? Let me have.
I'm gonna let you have them.
And look, yeah,
I'm gonna let you have them. I'm gonna let you have them. Now look, I just bought these pants, brand new, and I'm gonna give them to you. Let me take my belt out.
No, I had the belt too.
Damn, I need a belt. I ain't got no belt.
Get your
But
belt off me.
listen, man, these pants, listen,
Yeah, okay.
brand new
Yeah,
pants,
okay.
I tell you on the big brother, you better big mess with me.
Shoot.
and it's a 52.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's what I need.
Yeah,
Is
let me
it
get
232?
let me get my belt out here.
Okay, you get them.
Let me make sure I ain't got no money in here.
No.
You check money now.
No, I don't rob you.
Hold on, I had a phone charger. $5. Hold on, grab this. Get that. Let me get the belt out here.
Hold on, I got it.
Hold up. Let me solve this problem.
I got it.
All right, yeah, just grab the belt out there. Thank you, sir.
Big brother.
All right, y'all take care.
Man, you got
I got the roll. I'll be back because I'll be back.
Hey, I got nothing for you, big brother.
I'll be back.
Big brother?
What's up, Bubba?
Got the bag, got the pillow.
Yeah.
What we shooting tonight?
Yeah, you gonna sleep good tonight, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I can help you.
Come on the road right there.
I'm glad I can help you sleep out. I know you hate sleeping outside, but at least I can help you, man.
Big brother, put hot dog and hamburger. I tell the
I'm gonna cook some hot dogs and hamburgers.
No, they got another one coming too.
Okay.
I tell the joint food
Tomorrow?
Put some hot dogs, hammer.
brother.
It's gonna be this weekend. I'm at hot dogs and
Big
hamburgers.
brother, I tell you, another guy came in and give us.
I know that's my partner.
That's your partner?
Yeah, that's my partner.
You can join food now?
Yeah.
I tell bring us beef now and lettuce, tomatoes, and tell them.
All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all take care tonight too. All right. Sorry about that, fam. You know I had to make my stop out here, man, with the people. Like I said, man, this is the best part of activism for me, brother. Like, I mean, and the thing is, the people, when they see other black people doing things to help each other, it really changes the perception of how we view each other. You know, a lot of times they always look, oh, black people, we don't want to do this, we want to do that, we hate on each other and this and that. So what I do is I show them that there are black people out here who want to help. Man, these people out here sleeping on benches. Man, these people don't have nowhere to go. And it's not like, you know, I don't have nothing. I don't have nowhere for them to go. But at least if I do my part, okay, I go. But at least if I do my part, you know, that's it. I just do my part. The brothers and sisters, man, they out here sleeping on the bench. Like I said, I don't have a house for them. If I did, I would give them a house. But I don't. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I can't make their bench comfortable. You know, I get a lot of pillows and blankets, and I spend a lot of that stuff come out of my pocket. And I got some donors, people who donate. But if you notice, I never put up a GoFundMe account. You don't really never see me online asking people to donate. Shit, I give a lot of that stuff come out of my pocket. I buy that stuff and just get that shit out. You know, it don't really matter to me, man. I buy that stuff and get it out, man. Them pillows and blankets, like I said, man, I got brothers, you know, who give. But then a lot of that stuff, man, the food and all that, man, I buy that stuff out of my pocket. And I go out there and I help my people. And it makes me feel good that I can help these individuals, because I know, and a lot of them got good hearts, man, and it's not like they, you know, do work, but they go to work, have the money to afford an apartment. They don't have the money to afford a hotel room, or the money that they have, they're holding on to it. So some of them might be sleeping outside until payday, and when payday comes, they can get a hotel room. So, you know, what I do, it gets cold, I can't afford to get all of them a hotel room. So what I go do is make their bench comfortable and make their night comfortable. So, sorry, man, this my seatbelt light came on. But, oh, that's what's up. Sorry about that, family.
Yeah, I see. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we either incarcerated or we, you know, homeless or on the verge of being homeless. That's why it seems like it's set up.
Yeah. Right.
So I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this mass incarceration in America?
Mass incarceration. I was a victim of mass incarceration. You know, I did 8 years, really 8.5, because I did 6 months in the federal halfway house. But I did 8.5 years in prison, and I feel that when you start looking at mass incarceration, it all boils down to things like what we just saw: poverty. These people out here, they don't have any money, they don't have anything to do. So what do? They go rob, they go steal, they go sell drugs to prevent themselves from being in the street. You have the situation with miseducation. A lot of those people out there now who are sleeping on the bench, they have, mental disabilities. A lot of them can't read, they can't write. They're what they call unskilled laborers. So other than a construction job, they really don't have anything to do. So all of that leads to, the cycle of miseducation, poverty, and mass incarceration. One of the things we can do to stop the cycle of mass incarceration, not only, providing education, a education that will allow people to be productive, but we got to not only educate, but we have to create more opportunities for our people. We have to encourage our people to learn, to go to school, to we got to open more African center schools. So we have to push the agenda of education to help stop that mass incarceration. But mass incarceration is definitely a problem, and the cycle of recidivism is so deadly that they say now, like 1 out of every 3 person that's released from prison is destined to go back. I have a personal testimony of my own. When I first got out, my United States probation officer, his name was David Harrison. He was here in the District of South Carolina in Charleston. I reported to him when I left the federal halfway house in North Charleston, went down to the federal probation office, spoke with him. It was my first time. They went, they got my picture, they fingerprint you and all of that. And he was telling me that they did an assessment on my recidivism. Recidivism, basically is just, the likelihood of you going back to prison. He said on a scale of 1 to 10, he said that I was rated a 10, the highest on his scale to go back to prison. That is why he put me on intense probation. So I asked him, I said, well, how is it that you gave me a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10? So I said, basically, what you telling me is that I'm going back to prison. And he said, yeah, basically what I'm telling you from your past, because, they in the federal system, when you get locked up, they do what's called a PSI, which is called a pre-sentence investigation. So the pre-sentence investigation that's done by the United States attorney, what they do is they get all of your criminal history, your background, they get everything on you, and then they put it in a little small booklet, and then they tell you about your life story. So he told me from reading through the information that I had that they gave me almost a 100% chance of going back to prison. And I looked that devil in that eye, and I told him, you got the wrong motherfucker today. I ain't going back to prison. And I've just been defying odds ever since then. Like, I refuse to go back to prison. I refuse to be a drug dealer. I refuse to go back to this so-called gangster life, because ain't nobody got anything positive out of being a gangster but being in debt or in jail. So I don't desire to live the life of a gangster, because I already lived it. I already got shot 6 times in the hospital, fighting for my life. Mom looking at me, everybody looking at me. So, it's we running around here now thinking that it's cool to be gangster, but the consequences of being gangster is what we really don't want to face. So that's kind of like my take on mass incarceration, brother.
That was pretty deep. What you just brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about the shortage of jobs? Do you think that plays a really hard incarceration of our people?
You said jobs?
Yes.
Definitely, job creation. Those of us who want to go in business, I believe that that's what we should start doing. We should start understanding the fundamentals of business. We should understand managing people. We should understand how to do little things like payroll, how to do things like, operate Microsoft Excel, create spreadsheets, learning how to forecast, learning how to budget, learning how to own and operate a small business, learning about how to get your tax ID number. those of us who want to pursue, you know, a career in business management, it's time for us to really step up, because not everybody wants to be a business owner. And I put a post like that on Facebook, and what I do, you know, in my profession, there's a lot of people who they say, well, I would rather just do what I do. But managing people takes it takes a gift to manage people and to motivate employees and to keep people motivated for working in your company. And it takes a lot to, you know, attract the best talent and to keep and retain the best talent. So those of us who are skillful at that and we want to get our own businesses, you know, we need to go ahead and do that and create jobs for our people. So, you know, it can just basically help them in their endeavors and whatever they want to do. But job creation is very important.
Yeah, I see that because a lot of people out here, you know, I know they may say they do get a lot of good job, but there's no jobs out here for the people. And I always wonder, like, why it's so hard for black students to find jobs out here?
Right. Right. So yeah, that's very important, man. We just got to make sure, and you know, that's one thing that I believe that in the, you know, Black Power community, I believe that's something that we should work on more, you know, and put a lot of more focus on, is being able to create jobs for our people. You know, be successful business owners. You know, job creation is, and even if you notice, in every presidential election and every local election, one of the main focal points of the candidates is, what are you going to do for job creation? Like, they want to know, like, what type of policies are you going to enforce so that business owners, you know, can pay less taxes? You know, what type of incentives can you give businesses who want to hire 50 or more employees, but they're scared because they're going to have to do things now, like, you know, have a unemployment fund, or a stipend that they pay monthly for unemployment. You know, businesses that have more employees, of course, you know, now you got to look at things like, you know, healthcare, like benefits, like how are you going to, you know, put together these benefit packages for your employees. So, you know, there's a lot of policy that goes on behind closed doors that affects job growth, especially in the black community. So if we don't really start, you know, understanding, and, you know, I hate to say this, but, you know, local politics does play a big part in job creation, because your local government, they give out contracts. You know, in these cities, when they're building these light rails and they're building these, you know, trains, and they're giving out these government contracts, you know, there are black contractors out there who are actively bidding to get these jobs and to land these contracts so that they can go and employ our people. So, you know, we really have to, you know, there needs to be a group of us who can also, you know, aid and assist in trying to make sure that, you know, the average black person is able to land contracts with the city. You know, a lot of us know brothers who do contracting, who have contracting businesses. You know, that we need to make sure that they're able to get a piece of the pie, because ultimately all of us are paying taxes and our money goes to the local government. So hell, I don't have a problem with somebody, a black man or woman, you know, landing a contract to go build a college or to go put up, you know, a brand new whatever it is that the city is doing. So you know, we need to keep an eye out on that also.
Yeah, my other question I wanted to ask you: why do penitentiaries use the term correctional or rehabilitation factor? Uh,
You said what? Your phone was echoing.
I said, why do the penitentiaries use the term correctional or rehabilitation factor?
Okay, I heard correctional and penitentiary.
Yeah, they use the term. The penitentiary uses the term correctional facility or rehabilitation.
So you said why
Why do they use that term?
which term?
Correctional facility?
Correctional or or rehabilitation.
Oh, you know, I think the reason why they use it is just because it sounds good, right? Because they really want to kind of disguise what's going on. We know that correctional facilities really don't aid and assist in correction. Every correctional facility that I've been in, I remember when I went down on on one of my charges, that was at the time when Bill Clinton signed the Truth in Sentencing Act, and what he did is he stopped allowing federal prisoners to receive Pell Grants. So what that ended up doing is taking out the education in the federal system. And what happens is, you know, it's going to, brothers and sisters have all that time on their hand, and if they aren't able, if you take away their ability to earn degrees and take and get trades while they're in prison, that's going to increase the chance of them coming home and then engaging in the same activity that they were engaging in before they were incarcerated. So, they use these slick terms like correctional facility, and they use these slick terms like rehabilitation facility. They use that, in my opinion, to assist them in getting government grants and government loans, and they can kind of like disguise a little more versus saying, this is a damn jail. So when they say, correctional facility, that's just a way to kind of, it's wordplay.
Oh, okay.
Definitely wordplay.
So I want to ask you another question. How do we reach out to our people out there to enlighten them on racism and history, in our history?
You said, how do we reach out to them?
Yes.
First, you got to show them love, right? Because there's a quote that says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So in my opinion is, the first thing you got to do is show a person genuine love and build a bond with them. Like a lot of times what we do is we are so forceful in trying to force feed somebody knowledge that it turns a person off. When I go out there and I talk to the homeless people, if I see a homeless person out there who I never saw before sleeping on a bench, I don't just walk up to them and say, hey man, you know about H. Rap Brown, or you know about the Black Panther Party, or do you know about Pan-Africanism? I could do that, but what's more effective is like, hey, how you doing today? Like, how was your day? What's going on? Like, what do you need? Talk to them about, like, everybody likes to tell a story. And that's one thing I learned. Everybody likes to tell a story. So when you start talking to somebody about, hey, what led to you being out here? Like, why are you out here? A lot of them might say, I'm out here because, my husband and I got into an argument. My husband put me out and I don't have nowhere to go. And the woman's shelter is closed. And then you might have a conversation with this young lady for 45 minutes about domestic violence. And you might talk to her about, you might find out so much about her previous experiences in her relationship, and they feel that you know them. And when they feel that you know them, then they open up to you and you can talk to them about anything. So I think the best way that we can start communicating Black power, we communicating our vision to the people and teaching them about history, is first talk to them about who they are as a people. Like I might go out there and we just start talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Not that I like the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm connecting with this person on something that they like, and it makes me look more like a real, genuine person versus somebody just walking out there with a plate of food or a pillow saying Black Power, Black Power. So once you connect with the people, show them that you care, really talk to them, form a bond with them, everything else becomes easy.
Right. I wanted to ask you another question. How do we bring the street class into this Black Power movement?
How do we bring the streets
into this Black Power movement?
We got to show them something different. We have to show the streets something different. What people don't understand, and for some reason I'm kind of lost for words at this, brothers in the street really don't want to be in the street. When I was in the street,
and just think, when you was in the street, when you wake up every day having to go outside with a pistol in your pocket, looking behind your shoulder, you don't want to do that. You don't want to. You don't want to take risks. You don't want to lay down in your bed every night thinking, is somebody going to kick my door in? Is somebody going to tie my baby mama up? Is somebody going to tie my child up? Is somebody going to pistol whip me in my sleep? Throw me in the closet, you know what I'm saying, and shoot me and ask me, where's the weed at? Somebody's going to torture me. Like, when you drive and nobody wants to say, man, I got to like drive slow because the police might pull me over and I know I got an ounce of cocaine or an ounce of crack, in my shoe. Like, brothers don't want to live that type of life. So I think what happens is that some of the brothers in the movement don't really know this. So what we do is we try to appeal to them, and it really kind of throws it off, because I know when I was in the street, if you come to me and you talking about this and that, and I see you doing the same thing I'm doing, how they can escape and get out the game. Like, we got to show them how, they can turn their lives around. Everybody loves success stories. Success stories are what really, brings us home when we start talking about people who have really helped us change our lives. So I think we need to show more of a success story, and how, yes, this is where I was, but this is what I've done to overcome. This is what I can do now. This is how I built my business. This is how I've, kept myself from going in and out of jail. This is how I've kept myself from, engaging in criminal activity. And I think once we can show them these success stories, then that's going to help us attract the streets. But I think right now we're trying to attract the streets by almost being like the streets, working, because half of the niggas in the street don't want to be in the street. And I understand that. They don't want to be in the street.
Right. I was thinking, like, when y'all went down there to Cleveland, would you think that opportunity right there would have been a good time to write a structure for the Black Power movement?
Because you again. What'd you say?
I said, when y'all went to Cleveland, when y'all had that little thing with the Trump ride, would you think that would have been a good time to write a structure for this Black Power movement?
When we went to Cleveland, we were going to put a structure.
Would have been a good opportunity for y'all to write a structure out for the Black Power movement, because what I'm saying, in this movement there's no structure. So that's why there's so much disrespect. That's why there's so much hatred towards other brothers, because there's no discipline, there's no structure in this Black Power movement. It's like anybody can wake up one day and say, "Hey, what's up?" Black Power.
Right. And it definitely was a good opportunity. I really do thank Brother Malik Zulu Shabazz for putting that together. It was a chance for us, as the young revolutionaries, to get a lot of guidance and wisdom from the pioneers of the struggle. They shared a lot of their experiences. They gave us a lot of insight. I mean, we stayed up till 3, 4 in the morning, just talking to a lot of them and talking to each other. So I think what we accomplished there was a bond that is almost like unbreakable. Like, those of us who were there, and we gained a lot of respect for each other. And to this day now, all of us who've actually been there, we're still close to this day. There's some things that we probably, should have kept doing that we didn't do, yes. But overall, it was a great success because we got an opportunity to network and build with each other. Hopefully we have another one coming soon. But I think one of the main things that really helps us when we go to, these conventions and things of that nature is networking and building. And I think that's one of the key elements that, we need to focus on too, is network building and building bonds with each other.
I concur with that. Bonding and networking is a major tool within this Black Power movement. But I feel like structure is much needed.
Right. Yeah, we definitely structure is definitely important. Do I think that? I think structure is. I think structure should be. It's gonna be hard. One of the hardest things to get, and even in the business world, is continuity. Like large corporations, they have trouble, streamlining a lot of the processes. Like when you get big businesses and you have all of these divisions, that's why you have an HR department, human resources. Human resources is supposed to be on top of, providing a structure for that particular business. And as the business grows, more and more and more, and you have so many different employees, and then you have so many layers and titles of people, it becomes hard to maintain one specific type of structure, and it becomes hard to maintain that balance. So you have, certain managers, they might do things different than other managers. Then you might have some supervisors who do something different than other supervisors. So you might have one supervisor who accepts, a certain type of behavior and they want something done this way. You might go to another department and this supervisor wants something done totally different. And a lot of confusion comes because that message isn't the same. And I think our movement is actually suffering from the same thing that large corporations suffer from, is having that continuity. Even though we're not, it's almost like we're one big corporation with so many different divisions, and each division, says that, okay, we pledge allegiance to Pan-Africanism. But when you start talking about, accountability, when you start talking about consequences, when you start talking about a reward system, everything just kind of breaks down because we don't have that continuity in focus, and we don't have that one central department like human resources that can say, hey, this is how it's supposed to go. This is the structure, and if this doesn't happen, this is a consequence. So it's going to be hard to do, but I think if we all start in our individual cities, and and with individuals who we have direct influence over, then I think that's where everything needs to start.
Shay. Well, I hate to wrap this up, but I really enjoyed getting thing to chop it up with you. Get a good insight on the revolution and what's going on, what is needed in the community. You have any last words you want to say?
Man, I just want to make sure, I believe that, even though, we do have, our issues and, we have our disagreements, I believe overall that we are making progress. I believe that overall, a vision is actually beginning to form, a vision of liberation. I believe that, even though sometimes we might seem as though we're veering to the left and veering to the right, I think our overall trajectory, our overall path is being formed right now. We're going to have our bumps in the road. We're going to have our bruises. But I believe that overall we're on the right track. I think that one of the main things that we have to focus on is recruiting. I believe that we should be a little more fierce and aggressive with trying to recruit, making sure that we recruit good people and all the reasons that recruiting should be, you know, when we see these trends, everybody is trendy, be Black Power. I think that instead of us, you know, knocking the trend, I think that is an opportunity for us to be able to go and do more recruiting to give our, you know, to give people an understanding of what Pan-Africanism is. I believe that when these protests and these marches and riots go on, I believe that that's another way that we should, that's another means for us to recruit also. We can go out there, you know, talk to these angry young Black men and women, give them some direction. Knock them, but let's go in there and we need to start recruiting. I think that, you know, the more and more we focus on recruiting and trying to gather the best talent and the brightest minds, I believe that that's going to help our movement grow, you know, even faster, and it's going to help it grow even further. So I think we need to start trying to recruit the best talent in the Black Power community, and try to, you know, build their human potential at the same time.
Sure. Well, bro, it's been an honor and pleasure.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your time and the good words and skill that you brought to the people as far as building a nation. Because all them elements, because you know, one is not greater than the other.
Right.
All of them is needed in every aspect, from the He would keep shooting gun club to the feeding the homeless, to feeding the kids in the park, you know, to our music, you know, to spirituality, you know, the voodoo, everything, all of it was needed to fight for our liberation and show that our
Right.
people can.
Right. That's what's up, brother. Well, I appreciate chopping it up with you, man. You know, sorry I'm out here driving, man, and out here passing out stuff. So I was kind of busy, but I wanted to make sure, man, I made sure I wanted to keep my word. And I said I was gonna be with you, man. So I wanted to make sure I keep my word and I continue to keep my credibility.
I say, yeah. So credit, because you know, character is everything, man. You
Right.
know, people look at people, man, you know, and what they're doing in the community. You know what I'm saying? From I don't care how prominent you think you is. If your character's fucked up, people see it.
Right.
And they know what you want, and they know what you're about. So you know what I'm saying? And that's how you move a lot of young people in the movement, because there's always gonna be somebody that's coming out the ashes to take your place. Because you know this social media is like making.
All right, family. Well, it was.
Go ahead.
No, I thought you were signing off. You know, my signal getting kind of bad.
Well, anyway, yeah, I appreciate that. But anyway, Black Power.
Black Power family, you hold it down.
Love.
Yes, sir. Much love. Peace and power.
Peace and power.